there, this is Sonja from My Happy Space. Welcome back at my channel. Today is Bible Journaling Bingo. I'm doing a collaboration with Sherry from Wholeheartedly for the Lord. I'll link a YouTube channel below here. So yeah, it's been fun to see what she's doing. So I'm going to obviously draw the prompts, the free prompts. I'm going to pass it on to her, and then we're going to both do a page, and it's interesting to see what we come up with. So let's continue with that. Okay. Let's see what the first prompt is. I'm always very nervous. Okay, use your die cut machine. So yeah, I've recently used some my die cut machine, so that'd be interesting to do it. And I know she also has a die cut machine, so hopefully that works out nicely. Make a collage. Okay, so hopefully she is comfortable with that. I've watched quite a lot of collage videos. 49 Dragonflies is a very good YouTuber which do lots of collages, so I should be okay with that. I hope she's also. That's interesting. I mean, obviously, I think what would be easy is to use the collages at the background and then use some of your die cuts as a focal point. So let's see. That's the thing with these things. You're pushing yourself if you think outside the box. Oh, sorry, I've taken two, so I'm just going to use another one. Okay, use an envelope. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's going to be very interesting. Okay, use an envelope. So obviously maybe the envelope, yeah, oh goodness, it's going to be very interesting to do that. Maybe you can collage the envelope, make a collage on the envelope. Yeah, it's not a very easy prompt. Sorry, Sherry, but I'm really going to push you. We're going to push ourselves outside the box, and we're going to see what we can get up with. Okay, what I've got is I've got my things together. I've decided to do this type of envelope. I don't remember what you call it. Yeah, but it's a type of envelope. I'm just going to obviously trace that. So this is what I'm going to use. And then my dies, I'm going to use some tags, make some tags. And then I'm going to put it in there. So this is the dies. And while I'm cut my die cut machine out, I'm going to, I don't know if I'm going to use this one, but I'm definitely going to use this also to use as sort of pieces to collage. Maybe I'll use this. So I'm going to do that. I've chosen my pattern papers. This is all from Amity Bloom. Beautiful pattern papers. I will link her Etsy shop down below. Unfortunately, I will see if I can find from what collection I get this from, but her collection and the style is very much the same. She's got beautiful old vintage wallpaper pattern papers, so whatever you find there will be pretty. But if I can find the specific ones, I will link it down below. Otherwise, I will just generally link her Etsy shop down below. So I've got these pattern papers. I might use this for my tags, maybe one of them this. And then I've got these smaller pieces, which is sort of just cut-offs, which I want to use as collages. These old sort of writing and these small little things. Then I've got also one or two papers from Tiffany Julia. I can't remember. I will link her Etsy shop also down below. She gives free printables. She used to do it. I don't know if she does it anymore. She hasn't done it for a while. Free printables each month. So some of these elements I want to use also in my collages. Maybe some of these butterflies. The rest I don't think work very nicely with the Amity Bloom, but definitely this could work and that could work. So yeah, I've got a few elements which I'm going to cut out, and we're going to do the collage, and I'm going to do the die cutting. I've got a video about 2 or 3 videos back how to show you how I use my die cut machine, so I'll link that also down below. So I'm not going to show you now how I'm going to use that. So yeah, let's put this together and start making the collage with the envelope. And yeah, and I'll show you now where I'm going to journal also. I've done all my die cutting and I liked how it turned out. There's the little tickets and the tags. I've used some of those beautiful papers from Amity Bloom. And this is the pattern papers I'm going to choose, and various of those elements. So where I'm journaling is in Job 23, verse sort of 8 till 12. And I've done already there. I've journaled already on that page, but I've decided just to go onto the next page because it's not often that you're going to journal in Job again. So what I'm doing now is I'm just tearing some of these background elements which I want to put on the page, this beautiful old-fashioned lettering, just to give it a little bit of an organic feel. And now I'm using some of these distressed ink just to go around the edges, just to let it stand out a little bit. I don't know, it just looks nice. I just see lots of junk journalists do that, so I just decided to do that also. So I think with backgrounds, it's nice to use sort of muted elements, sort of lettering or music notes or whatever you have, just to sort of let it blend in at the back. And then you have a focal point, like one element, hopefully mine, is going to be the envelope, which is on top of the page. So that's going to stand out. So I'm just putting that on there. As I said, we are going through as a family through Job at the moment, and it is quite interesting reading Job in its totality and not just sort of here verse, there a verse, and just to see the roller coaster that Job is going or went through, from sort of fairly positive after things happening to him, very holding onto his faith, and then obviously all these friends telling him all these bad advice, and then absolutely going through a roller coaster experience. Here at one stage now he's saying that in verse 8 it says, behold, I go forward, but he's not there. He's talking about God. And backward, but I do not perceive him. On the left hand when he's working, I do not behold him. He turns to the right hand, but I do not see him. But he knows the way that I take. When he tried me, I shall come out as gold. My foot has held fast to the steps. I have kept his way and have not turned aside. I've not departed from his commandments of my lips. I've treasured his words more than a portion of my food. And that is such a beautiful passage. Being in despair, but now he realized he can't see God, but God sees him. And when he's tested, he's going to come pure as gold out. And he treasured God's word more. And then his food, a portion of food. And that is just a beautiful, beautiful passage. And there's something we can hold on to. In the meantime, you've seen me putting those 3 little butterflies on there, sort of the principle of freeze. Probably would have put it more on the left-hand side, but I know the envelope is going to come on the left-hand side. So I didn't want to hit any of these beautiful butterflies. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write these verses on top of the card or the back of that tags later, but I first want to decorate the front of this envelope. I think in hindsight I should have not used such a thick cardstock for this envelope because it made my Bible quite bulky, but I'm coming to the end of my Bible. I don't think I'll be able to do much more journaling in this Bible. It is so chunky. I'd love to do a flip through my Bible. So let me know down below if you'd be interested to see a flip through my Bible. For most of my entries, I've got a YouTube video for, but there's definitely a few I haven't done YouTube videos for. So let me know if you'd be interested. I always like to see other people's flip throughs, so that's something to think about. So I'm just getting a reinforcement to put through that holes. And as I said, I'm going to write the 3 Bible verses or the 4 Bible verses, which I've read to you now, verse 8 to 12. I'm going to put down there, and I'm just putting this beautiful ribbon through there. As I said, it's making it just more bulkier, but I just love all these elements in my Bible. I'm not going to think, oh, I'm not going to do that because it makes my Bible too bulky. I just want to enjoy myself. I just want to put pretty things in my Bible. Something which I can remember when I flip through in years to come and take that little label out and read it, that it will mean something to me. And I think, okay, actually that verse stood out for me at that moment of time. I actually forgot to put a date stamp on here, as I remember now, so I'm definitely going to go back and put a date stamp on there. It's very nice to see what verses spoke to you when. So I've decided, because I was first thinking of putting the front of the envelope on front, but then I decided no, it's not going to work. It's going to be very difficult to take that tags out, so I've decided then to put the back of the envelope in front, so it's easy to take that tags out. So yeah, unfortunately that beautiful decoration of that envelope is now all in vain, but at least you see the other side also. So this is how it looks. So as you've seen, I've used my collaging element, I've used my envelope, and I've used the die cuts. So this is the 3 elements of my of my bingo. And I just want you to encourage you to go and check Sarah's YouTube video out. See, it's a fantastic, such a godly, solid Bible journaling. If you want to hear good, solid teaching and you want to be inspired, go and check her out. Go and subscribe to her YouTube channel. Just go and give her lots of love. She's such an inspiration to me. I love listening to her YouTube videos just to hear her teaching and see the pretty things she does. She's got such a heart for the Lord. I will leave all the details below for you. So if you want to go and subscribe to Sarah's channel and have the printables, you're welcome to do that. If you want to play along, please do so. Use the hashtag, which I'm going to put here on the screen. It'd be lovely to see what you guys are coming up with. And please give this video a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I really appreciate it. You must have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.